It's not just the meaning, but the irrational feeling, the pitch and the ring, the way the words sing, the esoteric and the subliminal, the grotesque and the minimal, the sight and the sound when put the right way around or the wrong way up is like a splash of magic spilt from a cup. Just one drop of this poetical potion, an expressive elixir of locution, vocable and soluble, a vocalised lotion. A sip from his chalice, poisoned but without malice, infused with concoctions of wordy connotations, dropped in with a plop. They click and they fizz, the liquid of language will hiss. And the buzz that saturates and insinuates and permeates and percolates rises up all around, obscures and obfuscates. A fog of meanings surround, thrust into the mist of the message, the gist almost lost in the drift of the passage. A sniff of something suggestive, a sense of somehow excessive. As the sensory smoke puffs, the lyricist huffs. Lines that he wrote get choked in his throat, his raspy voice broke. Eventually he croaks, struggling to be heard. Reticent recitations, murmuring incantations, barely audible invocations. Until he coughs, splutters and hacks, until his mind cracks and his foot stamps and he goes back to the paper he is brandishing, flapping, ruffled and rustling. He pauses. This is the greatest of causes, he suddenly roars, his hands shaking, voice breaking as he emotively implores, his lips smacking, eyes snapping into focus. Grabs hold of the nucleus and splits it, grabs hold of his posy and spits it, grabs hold of his disparate pose and knits it into verse. With his favourite words and those he has heard and enjoyed, some new ones coined, others purloined, others rejoined and enjoined and formed into an order which he deems important. His intention to portent and auspiciously alliterative alchemy, meaning to make them mould to the memory, using this form of rhetoric. The power and the meaning once more with a feeling, rhythmically and repeatedly. He repeats lines for effect. He repeats lines for effect. And for effect, he repeats them slightly differently. Playing on the sonics with a tendency to euphonic, the poet yields to the illogical fields of his reason, and in doing so, he leads to the advancement of his magical enchantment. From the words he spoke, the spirits invoked, the meanings evoked, each word teased and tickled, poured and trickled, toyed with and played, splattered and splayed, electrically humming, statically crackling, mashed up and smashed up, cooked up and sizzling, until he is positively singing them, his sonorous speech increasing his reach to those that sit at his feet. He beseeches, practically screeches, "Listen!" And with that he stops, his metaphorical microphone drop, and he leaves his rage on the page, and the Onamata Poet leaves the stage.